Our government has reluctantly decided to run a modest deficit in this fiscal year, 2015-16, and because of the forecast continued weakness in the energy sector, we expect to run a modest deficit next fiscal year, 2016 and 17. This is not something that we want to do, not something that I want to do. And mark my words, if the people of this province give us the chance to serve again in government on the 4th of April of this year, that budget will be balanced again by 2017-18. This solemn promise I make for the first time of many, I'm sure, to this group of delegates. We've earned a AAA credit rating in the last few years. And that helps. It lowers the cost of borrowing, and it certainly gives the province a great reputation. And so we want to maintain that, and we think we can if we're careful with the deficit and we get back to balance quickly. I just don't want to increase taxes on an economy that has its energy sector challenges. I don't think that the timing for that is right. And we don't want to cut any more than we've reduced spending already, and so we've made this last resort decision. The budget usually is passed in March, and I guess we could do that, except it would be irrelevant as soon as it was introduced and voted on, because each party is going to be campaigning on things that would materially change the budget. So I think it's up to both parties in the election to be very clear about their costing, to be very clear about what their own deficits will be. I'm sure that that'll be the case for the other party as well, and also to be very clear with the plan to bring it back to balance.
We know this government's launched us into a big hole and a big deficit. The fact that they think they can get away without being accountable to Saskatchewan people before an election as to the true financial state of the province, no budget, no audited statement, is beyond me, and it's not fair to Saskatchewan people. So to come here and to say that you're going to run deficits, I mean, this is a government that didn't get the job done during the best of times, but then not to be transparent with municipal partners as to how big of a hole it is and what the plan is to get out of it just isn't good enough. This government's put Saskatchewan people into a very hard position, and we will certainly do all we can to dig Saskatchewan people out of that position. We've cleaned up conservative mess before, and we're prepared to do that along with Saskatchewan people again.